Divine Feminine Empress 444 here to do a collective read. Decks have already been shuffled. Hello everyone, Divine Feminine Empress 444 here to do a collective read. We are going to tap into the energy of the collective. I hope everybody can hop on and join me this evening. We're going to see what is coming out in your energy today, collective. I'm definitely, when I was shuffling the deck, I was seeing something about some friendships here. So maybe that'll come up too. Something that has to do with a friendship. And I definitely seen something about bumping heads with somebody that you're friends with. Please remember to use your discernment while watching this reading. Also, remember to flip the roles how they fit for your situation. Remember that this is a collective reading. This is not a personal reading. So maybe not everything will resonate, and that's okay. Only take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Also, it is not a excuse me, this is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading. So if you're interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. With that all being said, let's tap into this energy. So we got losing sleep, memories. I apologize. Sex addiction. Woo! And then we have self-love. Okay, what else? So we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Fool. Whoa. Okay, that one flew. Hold on one second, because I gotta go get it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Emperor. Okay. So, what I'm seeing here is, collective, I'm definitely seeing, this definitely, to me, is showing, like, friendship-wise, okay? So, take it how it resonates for you. It may not be a friendship situation, but this is definitely for someone with a friendship here. I'm definitely seeing, you could have been friends with somebody in the past here, that had some kind of, like, addictions, right? And I'm definitely hearing, like, sexual addictions. This person was very insecure, and I feel like this person was kind of like in a competition with you, is the way Spirit is showing it to me. And how they're showing this to me is like they lose sleep. They think about memories of you, like pictures. This is definitely not like a short friendship. I'm seeing this as like lifelong friendship. Okay. So again, this may resonate with you in another way or with another person. So just take it how it resonates for you. But definitely for someone here, this has to do with a friendship. And what I'm seeing is like, they were very jealous of you. You were more the type of person that like maybe you felt really good about yourself, right? Confident, not a cocky energy. I'm definitely not getting that. I'm getting like a confident energy. Even like you could be somebody who's pretty simple, I'm hearing too. But whoever this is was very jealous of you. And this person could have had more than you. I'm definitely hearing that. It's like almost like having a friendship with somebody and you guys were at two different levels. I don't want, that's kind of weird to say, but that's how Spirit showed it to me. It's like maybe they had parents that were very giving to them and maybe you didn't have that. right? You could have been somebody that like you had to struggle when you were younger, and maybe it wasn't like very recognizable to you when you were young, but as you grew older, you started to see the difference. I'm called to say. Um, but anyway, back to into the reading. I feel like you are the type of person also that like you're able to like juggle a lot of different things, and this person, um they were used to having things handed to them. Okay. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like you've always been given like so many opportunities, and this made this person very jealous. Very, very jealous. It's almost like as you guys got older, that's why I say this has to do with like lifelong friends, because I'm seeing like you could have been friends when you were young, and then all of a sudden as you got older, because you had to work hard, you always had to work hard for what you had, but things came to you. This person was always really jealous of that, even though this person still had things being handed to them. This is so weird. With this Page of Cups energy, it's like you always came up with like new creative things to like do, right? Um you were also always pretty happy go lucky, I'm called to say. Um you came in a loving spirit. Like you truthfully like love people when you're around them. I feel like you often try to help people even though like maybe you didn't have a lot. Again, like I said, with the Seven of Swords, they don't want me to get this out because my throat is like closing up out of nowhere. This person was betraying you a lot. I feel like if you were friends with them, they could have been friends with like other people, but they would talk about you behind your back to these other people, is what I'm called to say. With this Fool card, it's almost like you were unaware of it. Um, and the way it's showing me is like you being the fool, right? But because you were in the friendship blindly, right? It was like trusting them even though they didn't deserve it, I'm called to say. And you could have even kind of knew that this person was doing like underhanded things to you, saying things behind your back, whatever. But I feel like you would make excuses for them. With this Emperor card here, I'm definitely seeing older people. So like older people always admired you, even like it could have been this person's parents, something of that sort, like them always kind of looking at you like you were a good example, and kind of, I hate to say it like this, but kind of wishing their child was like that too. Um, but the reason why their child was more selfish and like couldn't take care of themselves is because the parent overgave, I'm called to say. But these older people would admire you for how you were because they knew the struggles you had. Okay, Spirit. Let's see. I apologize, guys. Wheel of Fortune. Hmm. So things are changing in your favor. I feel like, and they always have. It's almost like whoever this past friend of yours was, they came in like a devilish energy. I'm telling you, whoever this is, they have some kind of like sexual addiction. And I think it has to do with like, I'm definitely hearing like, greed and like needing attention. Like this is somebody that shows up like they need affection, they need attention. So this friend of yours could have been kind of like overly sexually active, I'm called to say. It's because they constantly like need attention. It's so weird. But anyway, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like you've always been seen like I just heard on the top, right? So it's almost like even though they did a lot of like low vibrational things, they could have been the type to go out drinking, and you were just like, no, I know, I have to go home. You always made good choices, is what I'm called to say. It's like you making good choices. And this person being very jealous of that, right? You being able to be in control, being able to say no. Even that, this person was jealous of. Give me something more. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like this would frustrate this person. It would like put them in a panic. It is like almost like they couldn't slow you down. No matter what, good things kept coming to you. I'm also getting to like, say if you, because I'm definitely getting like childhood friends. So you could have like grew up, got married, things like that. And maybe this person was always kind of jealous of that too. Because I'm getting more like an energy like this person was very promiscuous. Uh, yeah. And it's almost like they were always heartbroken. They were always feeling unloved, unwanted, unneeded. Mm. I hope I'm explaining this well, because this is how Spirit's showing it to me. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Yes, it's because this person always had negative thoughts. This person always was in their head trying to compete, compare, right? And you were just being yourself, your true, authentic self. Absolutely. Yeah. Six of Swords. It's like you let go of baggage. You through your whole life, right? The way Spirit's showing me this is like every time you've had to experience some kind of struggle or like letting go of people, places, or things, you happily did it. Even though sometimes in the moment it would have been sad or it would have been hard, right? It's almost like you always transitioned and found something better or something new, or and this person could never understand why, like, I just heard it wasn't supposed to be in the cards for you. It's almost like they felt like they expected and thought that they deserved this. You didn't. It's crazy. It's crazy. Page of Swords. Yes. It's like you always had a thirst for new, right? To learn. You always were curious. You were always really good at like communicating. This person was not. This person was sneaky. This person was like a liar. I'm definitely hearing that. But this person is losing sleep. I'm telling you, this person is sad that you moved away from them. This friendship. High Priestess. You are somebody that is close to the divine, I'm called to say. So it's like you've always been very intuitive, and you've always this person also was always very jealous. So it could have been this kind of dynamic. You two could have been the same age, or even if this person was like older than you, you had more knowledge. It was like you were always like the big sister, the big brother to this person. Um, and you always help them through their situations. But when you were going through situations, you had to do it alone. I don't feel like this person was there for you. And if they were, it was very minimum. Mm-hmm. Three of Wands. Mm-hmm. You started to gain foresight, right? You started to see that this person was really your like opponent, I'm called to say. Even though it's sad because I feel like you're not that type of person that looks like that looks at people like competition, or you try to compare with someone else. I'm definitely seeing like an energy of this person was. You were a competition to this person. The Hierophant. Yeah, exactly. You are somebody who are very forgiving, right? You show people mercy. You show people kindness, even when they don't give it to you. And I feel like I'm called to say this. You have forgiven this person, but you have moved away from this person. This person is having a hard time. Like they're losing sleep, frustrated and stressed out, not understanding why you haven't come back to contact them. Because you could have walked away from this person finally and said, no more. I'm just done. I don't even wish this person no harm. I'm just done. Yes. And this person is like, they can't understand why you don't need them. Well, the reason why you don't need them is because they were never really there for you to begin with. So they did this to themselves. It's like they set themselves up for the loss of you because they weren't ever there for you. So, in the same respect, it's almost like, why would you need them anymore, right? And then to find out that this person was possibly lying to you and doing manipulative things, it would be easy for you to let go, is what I'm saying. Hangman energy. I feel like you had no choice but to let go. I feel like the universe kind of showed you who this person was, and it was like you took some time out. You could have went through like I'm called to say like a spiritual awakening, right? And in that spiritual awakening, you kind of secluded yourself from people, including this person. And I feel like you were then enlightened during this time away of how this person actually was showing up in your life. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely. This person, I am called to say this. This person was like working with others to like come up against you. It's almost like befriending your own enemy. I'm hearing. This person actually like was very jealous of you and kind of despised how people loved you. Mm. Yes. They wanted you to feel down and out. They always wanted to feel better than you. And they could not understand that even though they kept lying to you and throwing swords at you, stabbing you in the back, I'm hearing, that no matter what, you still would get up. Mm. Yes. They wanted to cause you burdens. It was like they got joy out of watching you work harder than them. Things came easy to them and they still weren't appreciative. They still weren't thankful. They still wanted more. They still wanted what you had. Mm. While all the while, you are minding your own business, doing your due diligence, working hard, minding your own business. Mm. Knight of Pentacles. You always stayed in some kind of routine. I get you're somebody who like you're more dedicated, right? You are someone who like you follow through. You finish things. Death card. This is an ending to this situation. This could have happened a while ago. I'm called to say collective. A spirit's showing me is like this is somebody from the past that you were a friendship. That's what I'm saying. Again, this could resonate with someone else completely different. But I'm definitely seeing friendship situation. Excuse me. There's an ending to this situation. Yes, this person was greedy, selfish. Mm. It's like nothing was ever enough. This would be somebody that also like spends carelessly. It's because things were always just kind of fucking handed to this person. Yeah, Ace of Swords, I'm telling the truth. I know what I'm talking about. And now you have clarity on who this person was. Mm, you're a smart cookie. I feel like you've always known it though. And it was kind of like, but that's my friend. And it was always pushed aside, or, what you really felt. Because you just kept thinking, well, I've been friends with this. I'm getting long-term friendship. I'm telling you. This is somebody that, like, you would have been friends with from childhood till now, or like a few years ago. Mhm. The Nine of Pentacles, but it came out upside down. They did not want you to be independent. They didn't want you to see your self-worth. They always wanted you to be hustling, to always having to feel like you could never just get somewhere that you wanted to be. I'm getting too, you could have been somebody who, like, you're so genuine. I'm getting this genuine feeling, and like somebody who, when you're in something, even if it's a friendship, a love relationship, a work, just being at work, when you do things, you do it with intention, right? And I'm feeling like this person always wanted you to feel like everything was just out of reach for you. Yeah, Two of Cups. This was a fake friend. This was a fake friend. It was an illusion. This person, you were willing to like hand this person your love, your affection, your energy, right? And I don't mean affection like sexual. I'm just saying, like, you were just willing to be very loving to this person. You were kind. You saw through this person's flaws. You saw their potential. Yes. And you thought you could help them to be a better person. Hmm. But I feel like this person did not. They wanted to be selfish. It was like they wanted you to love them and then them do whatever they wanted to you and you just forgive it. That's what I keep seeing. Mm. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You are meant to have full love, appreciation, people who care about you. Meaning, I feel like this person did not want you to, if you were married, this person wished that this person would cheat on you. This person hoped that you would be alone. They wanted you all to themselves. It's so weird. I'm getting definitely an energy of almost like this person could have been sexually attracted to you too and never told you. Hmm. Definitely. But they didn't want you to have this. They didn't want you to have divine relationships, love, understanding, fulfillment, right? Family, because they're selfish. This would have been a friend that would have said, like, I want you to be around me all the time. I want you to like, and no matter what, if you were in a relationship, they would have said things like, oh, well, fuck them about your marriage or whatever. They wanted your attention. It's so weird the ways they're showing to me. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, because you're so nurturing. And I'm getting somebody who's like really, really practical. Like you could be, mm, like you could like nice things, but I'm definitely getting somebody like this would be, okay. This is the example Spirit just showed me. Thank you. So it's almost like, say you and your friend were going out somewhere. Your friend would want to like doll up, makeup, the whole nine, right? And you'd be more, you're like naturally beautiful. So I feel like you could just brush your hair, maybe put on a little bit of makeup or something, and then like just go. Like you didn't put a lot of effort. And I feel like this is the kind of person that would have had to put a lot of effort, or they just did because they wanted to be seen. They wanted the attention. You, on the other hand, it's like you, I honestly feel like, and you could be possibly very beautiful yourself also, but I'm getting more of an energy like, because your energy is so beautiful, it's like people draw to you no matter what. You could wear a paper bag and people draw to you. Hmm. This person had to work hard to get people to pay attention. Judgment. I feel like you're calling judgment on this situation. I feel like the universe made you call judgment on this situation. I feel like this is coming up for a reason, because I feel like it could be possibly too, like maybe you and this friend's friendship anniversary came up, or maybe this person has been thinking really heavy of you and wanting to come back towards you here. I am called to say be careful of that as well, like bringing back a false illusion of like they've changed, or whatever, because I'm definitely not seeing that. But they're definitely in regret. They're definitely feeling sad that you're not in their life anymore. I feel like this person has been having to see themselves. So since you've been away, I am called to say this. Since you haven't been around this person has been experiencing people that are just like them. So the way they were treating you, other people have been treating them. Mm. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Out of this whole situation, I am called to say this too. You're still very confident. You're still very independent. You still remain to have this zest for life. You're a very determined type of person. And I feel like you're going to get whatever this is that you want. And I don't see you wanting like extravagant things. I'm seeing somebody who's like really simple, like I just want a a good marriage, or I just want, a good family. I want to be happy. I want to be able to, just go do fun things, right? Simple. Right. Two of Swords. This was a difficult decision to cut this person off, because you could have looked at them more like, instead of a friendship, like it almost like as if they were family, right? But it was like you kept blindsiding yourself and saying like, no, this person didn't mean to do this to me. This person did, but always still feeling like doubtful and sad because you knew what they were doing. Yeah, you definitely knew. You knew. Hmm. Yeah. This is a lot of like fighting and conflict. This person is going through this shit right now. I'm telling you. They're having to experience how they are. Mm. This is what they invested in. Toxic behavior, I'm called to say. Mm. That's the kind of things that they invested in instead of investing in you, right? Somebody who was very fruitful and would have brought them, happiness and true friendship and opportunities, right? Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. This person has no self-discipline. They have a lack of direction. They have no self-control. I'm getting this as somebody too who's very like arrogant and careless. Mm. Knight of Swords. They want to come back towards you here, but I'm getting aggressiveness. I'm definitely getting somebody who like they want to like say something to you, right? And it's almost like defending themselves. So this would be somebody wanting to come towards you and like plead their case, but then like This makes no sense to me, but this is how Spirit's showing it to me. They want to come towards you and almost like fight with you because you don't want to be friends with them anymore. So, like, what do you think that that's going to help somebody to want to be your friend? This is how this person has always been. This is how this person always thinks. If you notice, even if you guys used to get into arguments, they were like really defensive instead of like trying to be like, damn, okay, I don't want to argue with you, or you know what I mean, or try to fix it. It was always like, well, fuck you then. You know what I mean? Like, mm. Yeah, the sun. I'm telling you, you knew this person from when you were younger. And it's crazy to me too, because I feel like you were very vulnerable with this person. I feel like you went through a whole new rebirth, and I feel like you're very confident at this time. So I don't think, even with this person coming towards you, I feel like they'd be sadly mistaken. I'm called to take this from the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords, and it's because now you use your head over your heart. Before, you used to feel bad for this person. You always, because again, you could have been somebody who went through a lot as a child, right? And maybe this person did too, but in just different ways. I'm definitely getting, maybe you struggled more like in like a financial area, but also maybe some other ways as well. But this person always had things given to them. Hmm. And what I'm seeing here is like, you still are okay, right? You always found the good in things. Thank you, Spirit. And this is your justice. Hmm. This is fair. The scales are being balanced. If you wanted to know about this person is going through some shit. Okay? They are literally experiencing everything that they wished for you, to be treated poorly, to have a shitty marriage, all that kind of shit. That's what this person is going through. Oh, yes, I could definitely do a reading for you, sweetie. If you would like a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. Just follow, you know, what I have written on there. You can definitely reach out to me, and I will definitely do a personal for you. Hello there. Let's see. We have the Nine of Swords. Mm. I'm telling you, this person is having sleepless nights. They know that the reason why they're going through this shit is because of how they treated you. And you know what's sick? If you're spiritual, say if you like, if you do any kind of like, if you're like me, if you do readings or just being a spiritual type of person, maybe you shared that with this person at some point that you were interested in this, or, you know, something of that sort. This person thinks that you put some kind of like spell on them. I am called to say that. Hello. And the sad thing is you haven't. That's the sadder part. It's like, no, honey, your energy's just going back to you. What you put out in this universe is exactly what comes back. So if you're constantly wishing harm, pain, suffering for other people, guess what? The universe has nowhere else to send that but right back to you, especially if you're fucking around with a divine feminine or a divine masculine. Like, that's not going to hit this person, meaning you. It's not going to hit you like that. It might touch you a little, but then it goes right back to them. Yeah, Ace of Wands. That's facts. You have new beginnings, new opportunities, growth here. This is what this person wanted. You were struggling. You were left out in the cold by people, but so were they. But they wanted to ride on your coattails. I'm telling you. They wanted to like get your blessings. Mm. The Magician. I feel like you are in this stage where you know you hold power now. And I feel like you don't take advantage of it though. You don't misuse it. You use your powers for good, to help others. And you've also worked on yourself. So right now you're very confident. You're creating some kind of new skill. I'm definitely seeing here. Yeah, 7 of Wands. And it's like now you see and you know that these people were coming up against you. I feel like it wasn't just this friendship, it wasn't just this situation. I feel like it was multiple people, multiple areas of your life that this was going on, that you always had to feel like you had to be like defend yourself in some kind of way. 5 of Cups. And now these people regret it. They regret how they treated you because you were loving to them. This is a huge loss for them. I mean, let's be real. If you look back at yourself, wouldn't you want a friend like you? Wouldn't you want a lover like you? So if we know what we come with, right? You know when you and someone separates, whether that's a friendship, a love situation, family, anything, when you know that situation ends, it's their loss. So why are we sad when we separate from people? Are we sad that we're no longer going to be mistreated? That's weird. But that's how people wanted you to feel, right? Like as if you weren't good enough, like something was wrong with you. No, honey, I know I treat you well. You see what I'm saying? That's the energy you need to be feeling. And if you're not feeling that already, that's where you need to be. And I feel like Spirit just made me say it like that because somebody here doubts themselves, is feeling sad that other people left your life. Those people weren't meant to be in your fucking life. They did not deserve you. And that's what you need to remember. These kind of people don't deserve you, not the other way around. God didn't take these people out of your life because he wanted you to be alone. He wanted you to be around the right people. People who love you and want to treat you just as good as you were treating them. Thank you, Spirit. That's for someone. Yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse. You could have even like went through a phase where you weren't even taking care of yourself. You weren't even like, I feel like I'm getting like a codependency energy. It's like feeling insecure, feeling like you weren't being loved. No, they just weren't the right people, honey. You deserved more. You deserved better. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. 8 of Cups. These people kept disappointing you. You still felt alone when you were with them. And they would always abandon you in your time of need, leave you behind, make you feel left out, make you feel not worthy. Mm. And you were being protected this whole fucking time. You were working with the divine. You are a person of love. You show true love, wholeness, fulfillment. When people are around you, they come up. I don't know if you notice this or not, but when you're around people, they're safe. Even when shit is going wrong. And their lives start to do better. Why? Because you were giving them your energy. You were giving them your good vibrations. Instead of pouring into you, You were giving to them. So it was making their situations better. Now you know to go within and put on you, right? So the universe will match you loving you, and then you can give to others from the overflow. But in the past, you were just giving everything to these people. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And I hope this is reaching who it's meant to. Abso-fucking-lutely. Look at this. Six of Cups. Fake fucking friends. Wanting to, because it's nostalgia, right? Oh, well, I've known them forever. They wouldn't do that to me. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. Fake friends, foes, smiling in your face all the time, all the while wanting to be you, wanting to take what you have. And what you have is God's guidance. Why? Because you come from a true loving heart, a true loving space. I hope somebody's fucking hearing me right now, because somebody needs this. Two of Wands. Now it's time to move forward, right? Making the decision to leave these people in the past. You can decide to stay, and they're going to keep showing you the same kind of lessons. But aren't you fucking tired of that? Aren't you tired of being fucking mistreated? Aren't you tired of being not chosen? You keep choosing others over yourself instead of choosing you. When you see people mistreating you, believe them for who they are. What is that saying? A snake, when you see a snake and it looks like a snake, it's a fucking snake. Trust it to be a snake. Absolutely. Three of Cups. You're meant to celebrate with people. People with like minds, collaborate with people who do meaningful things, right? Happy, community, not fakeness. Five of Swords. Yeah. You were surrounded by this backstabbing, conflict. People being abusive towards you, always wanting to fight and argue with you. If you notice, you've always been around people that, like, say if you come to somebody with you just want to lay something out, right? Say if you're like, man, I just need to talk about something. So maybe you talk about something that happened to you in the past, and then they'll be like, like questioning your thoughts on it. That's not okay. If you're opening up to somebody and you're pouring out your heart and just explaining something about, that you experienced, it's not okay for somebody to take that experience away from you, right? I'm called to say that. The Lovers. You are meant to be in unions with people and being in alignment with people, having like love to people, and this is in every area. I feel like it's like two people, right, having the same mutual respect, love, and admiration for each other, whether that's a friendship, family, relationship, whatever. Yeah. And this is what people would do to you in the past. Six of Pentacles. It was like taking from you and giving to others off your fucking energy and then calling it theirs. That's fucking sad. The scales were so unbalanced. Knight of Cups. Whoever you are, I just feel like, mm, thank you, Spirit. This is so beautiful. It's kind of sad and beautiful in the same breath, right? Because if you look at this card, this is how I see you right now. It's like you've always been so loving, right? Willing to offer helping hand, always willing to be generous to people, understanding, forgiving, right? But now it's like you've had to get suited up. That's the way Spirit showed it to me. It's almost like now you put a shield of protection around you, which you should. But it's almost sad in a sense to me when I see that, because it's like it's sad that we have to do that, right? That you can't just be authentically free, right? To like trust that when I love someone, they'll love me back, right? But it is what it is. You have to kind of see people for who they really are. So that's why I say it's beautiful and sad in the same breath. Yeah. Listen, this flipped out. I put it back and then I shuffled it, like was doing the deck, and it came out again. 9 of Cups. Yes, your wishes are about to come true. You are deserving of good things because you're grateful, because you have always been um good to people. I'm just going to sum it up like that. You've always been very good to people. And now, because you've all the love, support, and energy you've poured into others, the universe saw that, right? And now they're wanting to give it back to you because why? Now you see that you first have to pour love into yourself. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to end that here. Hopefully this resonated with somebody. If it did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated, guys. It helps me to tap into your energy. I wanted to do, and I apologize, but I had a really long day today, so I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Please forgive me. But I am going to get on tomorrow and allow some question and answers. So you guys will be able to ask me a question if you'd like to, if you watch tomorrow. I was going to do that tonight, but I had a couple other personal readings and things like that going on. So I'm a little tapped out. But I will definitely do it tomorrow with the reading tomorrow. So at towards the end. But again, I hope this resonated for somebody. Again, also, if you want a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, guys. Bye.